Alright, another nice day today. Welcome back to my channel. It's called Propagating Plant Parts. What I do is I show everybody how to make plants from cuttings at home. Easy to do. Thanks for stopping by if you're new. Thanks for coming by if you subscribed. I appreciate it. I got a nice one today. You're going to like this one. This is very clever. So, you can put this on your back patios, on your dinner table, anywhere you want. What we're going to do is we're going to propagate and decorate at the same time. Nobody will know the difference. Alright, so I got this little container. It's galvanized 99-cent store. So I'm not going to put any water and everything in here because it's going to ruin it. So, you know, it's cheap. But what we're going to do is we are going to put some cuttings in here. So I have these cuttings right here. What I have them in is rocks and water. The rocks actually they're lifting up the plant, so it's not on the bottom. I'm just trying to raise the plant up so it'll hang out at the top of this thing. And the other rocks are just holding it down. So I'm going to put this in here. Put some of this Spanish moss in here. Like this. I didn't get enough out. I'm going to cram this thing too. You can make them as big as you want. Use any kind of pot or container. So I'm going to take this one. It's going to go in here. Like that. And just keep shoving this moss around the sides. This is going to cover everything and make it look a little outdoorsy. Let it hang over the front. Okay, so I have these cuttings. I'm going to throw some rocks in the bottom of here. Just a plastic cup, one of my reused ones. Actually, all these rocks. These rocks also help hold it down. So maybe about that deep. And I'm going to put all these cuttings in here where the little nodes are underwater. All the little leaf nodes right there. And put just a little bit more rock in here to hold it steady. The good thing about this is you can use, okay, all these are low light plants. So they'll root fine in here inside. You can also put some plants that need a little more attention, like more humidity outside. You can put those in a pot or a container outside. I'm gonna put it over here. You could also put something like this in here. It's nice and full. But, and it's in dirt already. You can sort of, you can use some plants that already have roots just to fill it up, you know, which I'm going to do. I'll show you. So let's get this in here. Put some water in it. Just like that. Because it's going to be facing, it's going to be against the wall. And use this moss just to cover up the plant. So they won't see what it's in. You get the picture. Okay. Now, I have these asparagus ferns that I grew from seeds months ago. It's in one of my other videos. I'm going to throw these in there. Just because I don't want to put it in a pot yet, I'll let them grow bigger inside. When they get big enough, I'll go ahead and change them out. Maybe put more cuttings of something else in here. So, this moss is everywhere. And I have this ponytail palm cutting. Fill this up just to hold it up. So I have water down on the bottom, and these are dry up here, so it'll just keep it higher and steady in the pot. Okay. You can also use some, if you want, some fake flowers. If you know, however you want to decorate, you can decorate this with anything. But the good thing is, once you get all this covered, this moss will help keep holding the humidity for your cuttings, which they need. This one's getting a little buried, but you know what I'm talking about. Another good thing about this is you can put in some cactus as long as they stay in a pot. There's Raggedy. You know which ones you need to water, and you won't water the cactus, but it's in a separate pot, so it'll stay fine, nice and dry. Okay, get all these leaves out. Get all the plant hanging out of this peat moss. This peat moss just hides everything. You can trim it up here. Some more here. Get all these leaves out. If you want, you don't have to have all this hanging over the sides. If you're outside, it'll look okay. But maybe on your table, say, when you're eating dinner, if you don't want to hang it around, you don't have to. You can tuck it in. That way it'll stay all inside this container. But, there you go. A nice little quick arrangement. It looks awesome. You can use any kind of plant you want. All you got to do now, you know which one's to water, so maybe once every 2 weeks, check, see if it needs a little bit of water. The one right here in the soil, this asparagus fern, will need more water. These are all low light plants. They'll do fine inside for a little while, a couple weeks. Well, as long as they're rooting, they'll be fine in here. But once they've established roots, put them more towards the light. So we can leave it like this. Let me see. We can leave it like this. That's what it would look like. Or I could clean it up, put all this in here. That, you know, it's going to take a while to get it the way you'd want it to look. Looks a little cleaner like this. Go around the back. Just bury everything. Just look like grass. Adjust these leaves to where they show better. See, there you go. It's nice looking. And you're making more plants in the process. I hope you enjoyed this. easy to do. I want everybody to do stuff like this. And you can swap these plants out and take this one out, put like I say, put something like this in there, which actually I had it in there earlier. It looked really good. And just take them out, swap them out. I hope you got some value from this video. If you do, like and subscribe. Got any ideas? Just let me know in the comments. I think that's good. Clean all this up. Yeah, that'll work. Probably, if you had like a Dracaena or something, like the little Dracaena plants, maybe this tall, it's got the purple leaves. Maybe you could take this ivy out, this philodendron, and put a nice taller plant right here. Like, let me give you an example real quick. This is just an example. Let me tear it all apart now. I don't have a Dracaena. I use a ZZ plant. I will put this in here. Cover it like that. Something like that. But in the meantime, you're still propagating new plants. So now, that is what this looks like. Move this out of the way. Move out of the way. And like I said, all these are low light plants. There you go. Cheap, pretty, productive. All right, guys. Appreciate you stopping by. All right, thanks. I'll talk to y'all later.